Hello everyone and welcome back. Today we are going to work on our question words, so some questions that we might ask someone when we are meeting them for the first time. So who, what, where, when, why, how, all that kind of stuff. So we're going to go through that today, and also we're going to go through our alphabet and our numbers again to re-jog our memory. So let's warm our hands up. So let's go ahead and start with some wrist circles. I'm starting outwards. Couple times of those, and let's go inwards. Nice. And let's give our fingers a little bit of a wriggle. Wake those fingers up. Wake these thumbs up. And let's try and push our heel, the base of our wrist rather, together. Stretch those wrists out a little bit. And let's try the snaky guy again. And the other way. And let's stretch out our wrists. Try not to put that right in you guys' face again. And our other hand. Oh, make sure you're careful with this one. It's pretty easy to stretch it a little bit too far sometimes. And let's go the other way. Bending your wrist forwards. And the other side. And let's do some explosions. Do some explosions today. All right, give them a shake, and I think we're good to go. All right, so let's start with our alphabet again. So let's go through our alphabet. We'll do it one slow and then we'll do it faster again for all you lightning people out there. And yeah, let's give it a go. So, A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P, Q, R, S, T, U, V, W, X, Y, and Z. Nice. All right, let's try a little bit faster this time. Starting from A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P, Q, R, S, T, U, V, W, X, Y, and Z. Nice, good job you guys. All right, so now let's try our numbers again, going through 1 to 20, I believe we did. So let's do it slow, and then again we'll do a little bit faster. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, and 20. All right, let's try that a little bit faster. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, and 20. Nice, good job. That was pretty hard. All right, so let's start on some question words. So because we are asking a question, as always in ASL, when we are asking someone something, we use our eyebrows. So when we're asking someone a question, we want to make our facial expression look like we're asking someone a question. So in all of these signs that we're going to learn today, it's important to remember our eyebrows and using our face and our facial expressions to show the other person what we're signing them. So our first question word is going to be who, as in who are we talking about? Who is that over there? So to sign who, we are going to make our hand into a little finger gun. And to get into this little finger gun position, you can start in a fist and then extend your index finger out, and you can pop your thumb so it's facing the sky, and this makes our little finger gun. So from here, to make this word, we are going to put our thumb on our chin and we are going to wiggle our index finger to ask the question, who? And I'm going to put my eyebrows down because I'm asking a question. And I'm going to wriggle my finger and say, who? Who is that? Who are we talking about? So yeah, this is who. Our next word is what, as in, what did you say? So to sign what, we are going to have the palms of our hands facing the ceiling, and we're going to give them a shake in and out, and we're going to lower our eyebrows, and this is going to be what? What did you say? What? So yeah, this is what. Now our next word is when, and when actually has two different signs that you can use it for, because we can talk about when as in the time, for example, when would you like to meet for lunch? Or we can talk about when as in a statement, as in when I went home. So the first one is when as a time, in relevance to a time. So for instance, when are we going to lunch? So when are we going to lunch would be signed as a clock, it reminds me of, because a clock is like the time. So this is a good way to remember. We're going to have our index finger pointed upwards on one of our hands. And then we're also going to have our other index finger pointed upwards on our other hand. And we are going to touch the tip of our fingers together, and we're going to spin it around and touch. And that is going to be when. So index finger up, other index finger out, circle it around the clock and touch. When? When are we going to meet for lunch? Or when are we going to hang out? So this would be used as a time in relevance to a time. So when. We also have the when as in a statement. So if I was to say when I went home, I would sign it as, again, two index fingers. And we're going to point those forward to the person that we're speaking to. And we are going to draw a mini circle inwards. And we're going to go from our palms facing upwards to facing downwards, and we're going to make two mini circles. So when I went home, for example, rather than when are we meeting for lunch, although that would be signed as lunch meeting when, but we'll get into that. So the time signature for when is in a time, remember your clock, and for when in a statement, that is when you use your two pointer fingers and make those little circles, when. So our next word is where, as in where are we meeting for lunch? So to sign where, we're going to have our fist and our index finger pointed upwards, and we're going to shake it and say where, using our eyebrows, remember? Where? Where are we going to meet? Where are we going for lunch? The way that I remember this one is if I'm pointing to different destinations and I'm trying to figure out where we're going. So that's the way that I remember this one. So where? Where are we going? So our next word is why. Why are we going to lunch? So why actually has a couple different ways to do this one. I know you all probably know this one. So why, we touch our forehead with our fingertips. And then as we pull our arm away, we go into this Y shape. Yeah, so we do touch our head, pull away, and it turns into a Y. I don't know if you can see that. So why? Why are we going to lunch? You can use your eyebrows too. Why? Why is that? Another way to sign why, there's another two ways actually, but they're pretty similar. You could just use this hand, the palm of your hand, and you can just kind of wiggle it in front of your head. And why? Remember using those eyebrows. Why? Or you could do the same motion, but emphasize this finger right here. So your middle finger, you could wiggle that up and down, and then lower your eyebrows and say why? Why? So you have three ways to do that one. So the first way is touching our forehead, bringing it down to a Y. Literally, why? And we have this one, why? And then we have this one, why? So yeah, three ways there for you. Awesome. So the last word of today that we are going to learn, although we learned it the other week, so let's just remind ourselves of this word, is the word how, and we use this in how are you. So to sign how, quick reminder, we're going to have our two palms and we're going to put a slight arch in those. We're going to touch our chest and then tilt those upwards. How, as in, how are you? Or how are we going to lunch? So yes, how, touching our chest, folding those forward, and how. Awesome, and there we have it. Thank you guys for learning with me again today, and I will catch you next week.